But yeah, went out on my birthday last 2 days. Went to see the Charlotte Hornets versus the Lakers. Even when my Lakers lost, it's just the fact that I went to see the game and had a good time and everything. Went to the museum, all that fun stuff. I really enjoyed it. But conversation piece, I was thinking about, cause I was thinking of topics and I was just typing them in my my Apple notepad. I was thinking, the greatness as well as the major moves of Sean Puff Daddy Combs. We all know him as Diddy, Puffy, everything like that. And I was thinking about his reign. Like, Diddy has been on the scene for the last 20 plus years. From artists that he managed, development, albums, everything. Like, you gotta think he was, started as Andre Harrell's assistant, who was of Uptown Records, and through him with that, it was like a internship slash, he was basically gonna be like, baby Andre. He had artists under his belt such as like Casey, JoJo, Guy, a lot of like Heavy D and all that stuff like that. And then what people don't know about the history of Bad Boy Uptown was that Andre Harrell actually gave Puffy an advance and some money to create the like a sub label or like a label print, and then you create your own at that. Which he had people like Craig Maddix, Biggie, Little Kim, Junior Mafia, Mary J. Blige, Casey, JoJo, 112, Faith Evans. So it's like throughout those years, man, like Diddy has been around, have his hands involved in like the artists that we know and love, and he's been putting out. As well as he was like, he's not the first one to create remixes. It's just the fact that he made like a whole album of Diddy, and the remixes he's kind of known for doing like major remixes and promoting them and making the remix even bigger than the original song and everything like that. And then the success, like anything that Diddy touched, he has a Sean John label. And I remember growing up, like Sean John was like, if you wore that, you was really official. And you had the Sean John shirts, jeans. Then he went from that to his own colognes like Unforgiven and all that packaging. And then what people don't know, when he was sponsored by Ciroc, Ciroc in the world market scale of like alcohol and everything like that, it was doing okay. I mean, a company been around for a while. It just hasn't been around. And then with him and his marketing success, it made them like a top viable, alcohol company. I mean, Loreno, how he did that when I was in college and everything. You wasn't official until you had to get you a Diddy Ciroc bottle, and he put it in the clubs. The bottle looked nice, placement. Every rapper and artist had it. It just made you feel like official. And then he created the campaign Ciroc Boys or Ciroc Girls, and everybody you felt belonged. And he did like. He's like an iconic person when it comes to marketing and getting it to the masses and getting people. Like when I hear people talk about start this campaign or start this and stuff, like he goes hard for that. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't stop him. You can't out-trap him when it comes to that. Like his marketing, his plan, his touches. He gonna make sure Ciroc is in everything, in magazines, internet. He gonna shoot commercials for. He gonna throw Ciroc parties, mixtapes. He actually had the like the Ciroc DJs and stuff like that. He really embodies a businessman and a mogul to the highest sense. And I want to say, like, honestly, to me, in my opinion, I grew up watching Diddy and looking up to Diddy. I mean, he used to have his show Making the Band on TV, and also like Diddy's, found like a Diddy's assistant and stuff like that. We saw the BET How I'm Living, as well as we saw like him on VH1. We saw all these things about him, and my thing I always say, like, my personal thing of Diddy, how I view him is, he went from a college dude promoting parties, to an intern, to owning the label, to being like one of the highest, making records sold, to being production behind the highest, like executive producing. And then one thing I must say though, Revolt TV, that's probably, I say with him, probably be like one of the greatest accomplishments. Revolt TV, some people call it Puffy TV or whatever, like, but it's just the fact that with Revolt TV, you got to hear, you get to see the music, you get to watch like the shows that's basically like internet shows that's on there that probably would never be on like regular TV, like network stations. Like Revolt is like what MTV used to be back in the day. You have like Revolt Unauthorized, and you have like a lot of music conferences that he hosts, and just really like trying to show people how to break into the the music industry, and through arts and visualization and stuff like that. That's like a lost art in music and everything, because a lot of people don't shoot videos, but now videos are coming back. Because you have the rise of Apple Music, and you got the rise of Tidal. That's like a streaming service where you can shoot everything packaged in one and all that. And with Revolt TV, it's just strictly, it's like all about the music. You know what I'm saying? There's no genres on there too. That's one thing I respect about it. I mean, you have from pop, rock, rap, country, hip hop, EDM, electronic. They have the series called Salute the DJs. So if you were like a real music head, you would really love that site. I remember watching it in October 2013 when they saying, hey, Puff Daddy got this new network coming out, Revolt, and I was so anxious to see. And I remember when it first started, it was just like him. He had like DJ Damage, and I forgot the other, like Sid Vicious, and they was like really, they was doing everything live on air. Man, like I say, everybody say, yeah, you make mistakes. You had to make mistakes, but they made it live on air. Just the fact that Diddy got it out there. He had a party for it, he promoted, and like I say, the site is like, it's on DirecTV, and that's like a wonderful partnership. And with Diddy, it's like he promoted that, and that's like his baby, and it's gonna keep growing and growing with content. I'm pretty sure you're gonna have like a Revolt streaming on the tablet too. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's on premium network. Hopefully it'll be on like prime time or another network such as like Time Warner Cable, Comcast, Dish and everything. Because right now it's on DirecTV. I think it is on Time Warner, because I have it on DirecTV here. But all outlets and everything, because this is like history. Puff Daddy's making history every day, and that's just like a great genius. And his marketing, his touch on the music pulse, like he's really like one of those iconic figures. And you can only see, and then he actually has the reins of he keep it in the family too. You know what I'm saying? Like his son, like his youngest son who graduated high school, has like a little song, a single out, as well as like putting artists out, and all this one that's in UCLA, and they're all involved in the family business. He know how to keep the money in the family and everything. And that's like, you got to salute Puffy for that. And my last part I meant to say with his brains, also with Puff Daddy, been around from like French Montana to Machine Gun Kelly to Young Jeezy to Wale to Meek Mill. Like, also he has a management team too. And a lot of people say over the years about Diddy and paying and stuff like that. Like, at the end of the day, when you get somebody who never had nothing like millions of dollars and stuff like that, and they go blow it because that's the things they see, you can't really blame Diddy for that. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, he's the type of guy that, he's going to investing, and he see what you like and stuff like that. And at the end of the day, you have to be smart. If he gives me like a couple of million or $500,000 or wherever like that, I'm going to take some of that money and invest and try to like, hey, let me put it into like, like Ciroc, or put it into like tech stocks and stuff like that. And you can really live within your means, because at the end of the day, you're going to be making whole money like that down the road. But the thing is, Diddy, he's so far ahead of the curve and stuff like that, people just start respecting and see it. And then they say, oh man, Diddy don't pay. You just got to be smart with your money. Diddy's very smart. He's not your average Joe. And at the end of the day, it's business at the end of the day. So, like I say, when it comes to his accolades, he's a highly successful businessman. I'm anxious to see more about Revolt TV and his partnerships and everything like that, and new artists that he's putting out and everything. I just want to see the new Bad Boys 2.0 with his son and all that too, and see that print from you know, the digital content and everything like that. So hopefully we get to see more. And like I say, like I probably say one of the most, you know, recognizable figures, as well as like most iconic marketing people in the music industry, is Sean P. Diddy Combs, or Puff Daddy. As well as, like I want to say, you know, I thank everybody for liking my YouTube channel, World Famous Hollywood Neil, as well as this is Hollywood Neil's Car Chronicles, and I hope y'all like it, and you know, y'all take it easy.